Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Shane Wineinger, the Global Training Director for Waygate Technologies. Today I'm going to go over something pretty basic, but it's often done improperly, and that's length measurement. So length measurement, or a linear measurement, is a point-to-point measurement, where you place both cursors at the desired locations to measure the straight line distance between the two. So point A to point B, or point to point, or commonly is known as length. So the fundamental problem we have is that is the issue. It is point to point. And then our brain's looking at a two-dimensional image, trying to process it. But that's what the MViQ Plus does really well, is a 3D point cloud. Right, so I'm just visual representation of a point-to-point image, right? So we have a line. If I bend this line, it looks exactly the same. When I rotate that line, now I have curvature to it. Back to straight. The issue with gas turbine engines or any kind of components that we're measuring with this borescope for the most part is nothing is straight inside of what we're doing, especially turbine parts, because most of them are airfoil surfaces, or they're round or have curvature or something alike. And that's what I'll demonstrate here is a 3D phase measurement on a nozzle guide vane. And this is where the most common mistake is made with length measurement. So go to measurement, we'll go into length, and I'm just going to do a point-to-point measurement from one side of the crack to the other. So 454 thousandths. Now the most important thing with any measurement you do, especially a length measurement, is look at your views and go into your point cloud. So that looks pretty good to go from here. If I rotate that though, and I look at it, that's not good at all, right? So we're cutting through the complete airfoil surface. We see that there's curvature to it. And that's the thing with any measurement that we do. Look at your point cloud. Make sure that what you want it to do is what's actually being displayed. So if this is wrong, what's the proper way to do this? Well, I'm going to show you. So I'm going to delete this measurement. I'm going to go back into my full image or my measurement image. I'm going to add a measurement. The correct measurement for this is going to be multi-segment. Now, understanding that there's curvature to the surface that we're looking at, I'm going to lay out my points, and that will account for the curvature of the surface that we're trying to measure. You can do up to 24 cursors. So as I just quickly lay this along the surface here, I'll show you what we're trying to accomplish. And again, anytime we're looking at this, it is difficult to do with a two-dimensional image. That's why the point cloud is so important. So now we have 508 thousandths. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to look back at my views. Now let's look back at our point cloud and see, is that what we wanted to do? And I'd say so. I'd say that's exactly what we wanted to do. It accounts for the curvature. And in here I can make adjustments, right? I can move this over. I do like to also measure it in the point cloud. If you get in a position where you see you want to add another cursor, correct a cursor, like I said, you can do that. What you do is you select the cursor, hold down on the cursor, and it's going to add another cursor in the middle of that so you can move it. This one here, I'll move this over a little bit and say I want another one in between those two. Hold it down for 3 seconds, and it puts another cursor in between those cursors. So we started at 454 thousandths, is now 512 thousandths, or a difference of 58 thousandths, which is a big difference. So the next question I usually get, is there a time and a place for a length measurement? Yeah, absolutely there's a place. So zonal measurements, platform cracks, anything that's relatively flat, or you want to know a distance between one point to the next point with no deviation for curvature. So just always remember, most things do have curvature to it, and if they do, use a multi-segment. So that's going to wrap it up for our length multi-segment measurement video. If there's any topics you'd like to see in the future, please leave a comment down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to get to them. and I greatly appreciate you trusting in Waygate Technologies.